in your opinion, what does the high turnout of voters indicate about the Egyptian commitment to engaging in the democratic process?
In my opinion, the second phase here, after the president's intervention and the measures that the NEA had, I think that we will have an even higher turnout because people now think and can see for themselves that there is integrity and transparency, and we've seen violations being dealt with immediately. And so the more measures they take to increase trust in the electoral process, the higher turnout we'll see, because people can know for sure and can see for themselves that their voices aren't being that their votes aren't being manipulated with, and that there is transparency and integrity. And so yes, if anyone can see that that there is no integrity here, then we wouldn't have seen this high turnout rate. And so yes, this actually holding the elections now in during the weekdays gives the voters a higher opportunity to go and participate. And so I think the Egyptians abroad or here the first day, it went very well. It is very clear that it is being monitored closely, and that everyone is practicing their constitutional rights, and that everything is being dealt with immediately, any violations or any complaints. And so all of this is very important, and this will multiply and increase the turnout rate. And I think we will see a larger turnout tomorrow. And so yes, and I think we will see this through the individual candidates especially.
So, sir, from an organizational point of view here, how do you evaluate the first day's voting process when it comes to organization as well as public response to the needs of the average citizen, whether they be senior citizens or those with disabilities?
A large number of voters here. Organization, the organization is perfect, and they are facilitating things for people with special needs or for seniors. There is monitoring. All the committees are monitoring things, and they are dealing with any violations. And so I think this all helps.
What is your perspective on the voter turnout, the strong presence observed throughout the parliamentary election?
I think that the rate here is very good actually, and even in the first phase, the NEA have started to release the actual number of participation. Maybe it is not that huge, but it shows that there is that the people are keen to participate, and I think that we will see a higher rate here in the 14 governorate, especially after the president's intervention.
Well, how do you assess the National Election Authority's effectiveness in providing a smooth, orderly and accessible voting experience for citizens?
The NEA has taken great measures, and I think that they are being very transparent and very clear. And so they're doing amazing, and they're monitoring everything closely, and they are enhancing the concept of participating.
Okay, in your opinion, how essential is the active participation of Egyptians in the electoral process in a way to shape the future of this country?
I think that participating is very important here, and as I said, the Egyptians participate when they feel that things are going smoothly and with transparency, and the president has confirmed that things have to go this way, and that the candidates have to be chosen wisely, and because they will be representing the Egyptians and will have crucial roles in the government. And so yes, the Egyptians need to know for sure that that their rights are protected. And so yes, this is why we've seen this turnout rate. So yes, we cannot just let the political life be, so that we cannot have gaps through which some organizations can slither through.
Well, one of the most noticeable things that we've seen during this election process is the participation of the youth. The average young person in Egypt is turning out in high numbers, especially during the second phase of House of Representative elections. How do you interpret this participation? Why is it significant that the young people are taking part?
I think that all the generations have actually taken part. We have seen seniors and people in their 30s and 40s, and then also the youth. The youth are actually very keen to participate because they feel like they're being respected and represented, and so this all deepens and shows how important the concept of participating is. And so yes, we've seen even young candidates also, and so the as I said, the youth feel represented and respected, and that they are being taken care of, basically.
Okay, from an administrative standpoint, what challenges, if any, had emerged during today's voting, and how are they being addressed on the ground?
We have seen challenges, and that they were dealt with immediately, maybe from the organizers or the authority, or even the Egyptian or from the Egyptian administration. We've seen the polling stations also open early, and this facilitated things. And as I said, this because these are weekdays, not weekends.
Yes. So how do you see the participation of women in this phase of the election, contributing to a more representative parliamentary landscape? Is this how you see women taking part in the electoral process?
Of course, yeah, we know that around 25% are of women are being represented in the House of Representatives, in parties or in individual seats. And so yeah, women participating shows that they are very happy with representing them, and yeah, empowering women and people with special needs and the seniors. This is all very important, and these people were being somewhat neglected before, but not anymore. And so this has made them very happy, and we've seen the turnout of women as well.
So what kind of impact do you think the overall atmosphere at the polling stations has on the average voter, whether it be, the security presence, organization, even enthusiasm from the public? Do you think this has helped or the voter confidence in the electoral process? Let me say that again, sir. Now, what do you think is the overall impact of the atmosphere in the polling stations, whether it be, organization, logistical efficiency, security presence, or even just the average public, enthusiasm there? Do you think this has somehow affected voter confidence?
Yeah, there is security, of course, and organization is excellent outside and inside the polling stations. We have seen security measures outside the polling stations, and then also on the inside, as I said. And organization, such great organization, actually facilitates participating for seniors and people with special needs.
Well, could you tell us a bit about senior, international observers for the process itself? How did they view the electoral process during the second phase?
International monitoring is very important, and we've seen a lot of organizations and states that have asked for permission and they got it. And so, yes, as I said, monitoring is very important because these monitors have a crucial role. And I think that here in the second phase, we can see close monitoring. It is very clear that it is being monitored. Everything is very transparent. Everything is handled with integrity. They're listening to the voters and even the candidates, and they're monitoring any violations that may happen or any candidates trying to influence the voters. And so this is all very important, and I think that the international organization statements will be very important, and they will recognize this, and yeah, they see this live and with transparency.
So, what are your expectations as the vote's about to end very soon for the second day of the election process? Do you think that the turnout will be higher than it is today?
Yeah, I think after the first day, I think yeah, the second day will witness even a higher turnout. This is very normal actually. It is very usual that the first day has a less
So,
rate.
I don't know if you have the information here, but if you know which governorates around Egypt saw the highest turnout, for instance, or you've observed maybe through information you got through journalism or the television sets that have seen the highest turnout when it comes to participation during the election process.
Yeah, there is a high turnout rate. Yeah, it is very good here for the first day, and I think we'll see more in the second day.
No, I mean, what governorates saw a larger number? Is it Cairo, for instance, that we're seeing more people coming in to vote? Suez, maybe even the Malta. Which one do you think had the biggest turnout?
Usually, Cairo has lots of districts and has a turnout rate, but even in some other governorates like Upper Egypt, for example, they have also high turnout rates there because they have lots of individual seats and candidates.
Okay, from Cairo, that was the writer and journalist Akram Elkassas. Thank you so much for your insights, and thank you for joining us and telling us more about the electoral process.